Last time on the Forgotten Ones below, the party departed from Fort Deepdark after conversing with the soldiers there, and made their way to the glowing chasm close to the Talenta Plains. As the party inspected a crumbled portion of a wall in the chasm, a clacking sound grew in intensity, until finally going quiet. Behind the party, three hideous creatures approached, appearing to be some sort of beaked turtle with curved claws for arms. Seeing that they were outmatched, the party quickly escaped through a hole in the crumbling wall. The creatures attempted to chase them, but only succeeded in causing a cave-in, blocking off the hole the party had just gone through. Arriving at a large cavern, the party could see two sets of heavy metal doors, as well as a glowing crystal wall similar to the one found in Bergensley, that slowly faded as they entered. Feeling as though they were being pursued, the party quickly investigated one of the metal doors that appeared as if it had been forced open, and found dwarven writing above it. Wasting no time, the party hurried through the doors, leaving the rest of the cavern to be investigated at another time. Going through the metal doors, the party arrived at another large cavern with the city in the distance atop a cliff. As they made their way towards the city, the party was apprehended by a group of duergar who appeared out of nowhere and demanded that one member of the party compete in a gladiatorial arena or surrender to them as slaves. Vernan agreed to compete, and they were ushered into the duergar city of Condorul. Stepping into the arena, Vernan faced off against one of the duergar who had apprehended them before, Thangard, who wielded a giant hammer. After a fierce battle, Vernan emerged victorious, and the party were granted access to the city and the information about those they pursued. Will the party find the creatures they are chasing? What caused such a large dent in the gigantic metal doors? What is the true fate of the missing Fort Deepdark soldiers? Find out this time on the Forgotten Ones below. So, you may have noticed that there are no voices in the background, and that is unfortunate. Also, the display of Roll20 or whatever is a bit different, and that is unfortunately because it did not record, and we had recording errors up till basically the end of the session. It was like a 3-hour session, had some really honestly good moments in it, so we were all kind of pretty bummed that it turned out that way, and did not record correctly. So I'm going to be doing kind of an extended recap. I'm not going to be able to recapture the magic of stuff, but just going to try to generally go over some things. So we started off last time with the kind of semi to make way for Dallas, his character Vorin, because he'd be away for a couple of weeks. Had him go crazy from reading through the forbidden tome they read at the end of the last session, and then kind of ran through a crack in a cavern or whatever, and then it sealed up behind him because it collapsed. So Vorin was out of the picture, and the rest of the party needed to figure out what they were going to do to proceed. So they argued for a bit, but eventually Karak suggested that they knew they needed to go into these mines of Condorul, but that the mines were like a maze, and that nobody really knew how to get through them, and there was no map of them, and that only the duergar had this like innate ability to navigate through them. So Karak suggested that they go to a slave market and try to find a slave who had worked in the mines and who might know their way through the mines. So they went to this slave market, and they paid attention to the bidding for a while, kind of trying to figure out the cost. Of course, they couldn't understand anything that was going on because all the duergar are speaking Dwarven. So they observed a couple of auctions, and then this halfling female was brought up to the slave auction block. I think she was the second to last slave, because I had to go through all these other slaves before they finally decided to go with one. So bidding started on her, and Bar was actually one of the people who was doing the primary bidding for this girl, but Karax, either not understanding or trying to be comedic, was upping his bid every so often, which probably caused Bar to end up spending more. So eventually Bar won the bid, spent approximately, I think, like 25 to 30 gold on his slave, and he got her. Her name turned out to be Gertrude, and she was more like a housemaid kind of slave, didn't know anything about the mines or whatever. But they didn't learn all that at that point, because what happened next was the last slave was brought up to auction, and this was a kind of a thin, not necessarily sickly looking half-elf, but definitely not like physical or whatever, and he was also missing his right hand. So this slave started off bidding was really low or whatever, and the party was basically ready to leave But Karax decided he wanted to, I guess, get a slave for himself. So started bidding on this slave and eventually won. I think it went up to like 15 or 20 gold. And so Karax got this this slave, who was a half-elf and missing one hand. So after they got their slaves, they ended up leaving the city and kind of talking to them. The slaves were obviously apprehensive about them. Gertrude introduced herself to Bar and kind of explained what she had done and that she didn't know anything of mine. Karax and the rest of them tried to talk to this other half-elf slave, but he just wouldn't respond to them. And eventually they learned that actually his tongue had been cut out and he didn't have his tongue. So they gave him a stick to write in the dirt, and he spelled out that his name was Calix, and that he had not worked in the mines, obviously due to him missing his hand, but that he had some knowledge of general stuff in the city, and so they kind of just occasionally asked him like questions, and he would try to answer to the best of his ability. But basically, they were still going into this mine blind, so they headed down the cliffside and making their way towards the mine. Ignoring, of course, going back for the previous metal door in the other chamber or going to investigate the crystalline wall. Maybe they'll go back for that, maybe they won't. But as they got to the bottom, they once again noticed that lake that was at the edge of the cavern. And so they went over to investigate the lake, tried to look into it. All they could see was it's a very smooth, no ripples, just completely clear lake, like looking at glass almost. And the water was quite dark and they couldn't see deep into it. So they decided not to investigate anymore. Before leaving, Karax actually put out a bear trap he had gotten and some of his rations on the bear trap right near the lakeshore to, I guess, hope to lure some sort of creature out. Because as they were talking to Calix revealed to them that there were some rumors about dark creatures emerging from this lake. And that the duergar tried to generally stay away from this lake. They weren't fond of it. There were kind of rumors and dark suspicions about it, but nothing concrete. So the next thing they did, obviously, is they headed off into the mines. And so they entered into the mines, and there were just large cavern walls. It was dark and hard to see, and they started off by just taking, the first path they could. So they took a path to the right, ended up finding a dead end with some mining equipment and some deceased duergar bodies. So obvious evidence that the odd, grotesque creatures had been here before. And so it was at this point that Bar actually came up with a brilliant idea that helped them get through the mines, which was to keep their hands on the right wall at all times. This is kind of it's a strategy people use in the real world as well, but it's basically to stop them from getting lost or be able to trace their steps if they came to a dead end. So using this technique, they actually managed to traverse through the mines fairly quickly, only getting lost on a side route a couple of times, getting lucky, honestly, a couple of other times to not go down larger branching paths. So they made their way through all of these mines, just kind of, this tunnel of a mine, just kind of keeping these directions in mind, and, not directions, but keeping their hands on the wall and just keeping all of that in mind. Obviously, I'm kind of speeding through this a bit. Honestly, the whole auction section and the banter between them and between me was quite humorous. Like at one point, actually I forgot to mention, Rourke tried to steal some money from one of the other bidders, and for a while they were actually trying to figure out, how much people were paying for slaves and how much bids were incrementing by, and all this stuff. And the whole fact that they even arrived at this whole slave auction thing was quite humorous. So, also, right before going into the mine, another thing of course I forgot, was that they promised to the slaves that they would free them, because once they realized the slaves didn't really know anything about the mines, the slaves were much less useful to them. So they realized that they couldn't just release the slaves right there, because they would obviously probably just be recaptured by the duergar and they wouldn't be able to get away safely, since the party's entrance into the caverns was through a chasm that was blocked off with rubble falling down from those hideous hook-handed creatures or whatever. So they promised that when they finally got out of these tunnels, they would free these slaves. And, the slaves were kind of skeptical or whatever, but they didn't really have any other options, so of course they joined the party as they progressed through the mines. So finally, when the party got to the end of the mines, they could actually see those weird pink-skinned creatures and also the goblin-like creatures loading minecarts onto these 3 parallel minecart tracks. So all the tracks are running downhill, and they're all parallel to each other, just running straight down. So all the minecart tracks appear to look like they're going to the same location. So they see the last of these goblin-like creatures. Last of these goblin-like creatures loading these carts onto the minecart tracks and then pushing off and heading down quickly into the depths of this of the underground, basically. So, like, basically acting quickly because they don't want to lose them. All of the party loads up all of their carts onto one track, which is the rightmost minecart track, because they were worried that they were going to get separated at some point, or that they just wanted to all be together on the same track. And yeah, they pushed off their carts and they proceeded to pursue these goblin creatures and the pink skin creatures. So they caught up to them fairly quickly, but the creatures were distributed evenly among all 3 tracks. So there were 2 goblin creatures on the far left track, the pink skin creatures were in the middle track, and then 2 more goblin-like creatures were on the right side track. And all the goblin-like creatures had bows. So it started off a battle of before the carts could catch up, the goblins were firing bows. A lot of attacks are at disadvantage because it's kind of perilous fighting conditions to be fighting on these minecart tracks, trying to swing swords and large weapons between minecarts and stuff. And also the pink skin creatures kept trying to lash out with their tentacles and latch on to the other creatures. Unfortunately for, I guess, me as the DM, but fortunately for the players, Bar was at the front of the group where he was taking the brunt of a lot of these attacks from goblins. And since barbarians have incredible resistance, even more so now with the bear totem, they were doing, like, very low damage. So basically, the only thing that'll get through their resistances is psychic damage. Otherwise, they can just ignore a lot of these attacks, and there's not a lot of, like, conditions in these enemies this early on that can kind of mess with them. But of course that'll hopefully change soon. I just didn't want to, destroy them at lower levels with these kind of things they're not prepared to deal with. So basically this battle ensues between these different minecarts. Some of the goblin creatures, like on the far left side, are unreachable by the party. They're just firing arrows down at them. The party is trying to, like, dislodge some of these minecarts from the track, especially the pink skin creatures in the middle. A lot of them are shooting, like, throwing javelins and arrows and stuff, but it's quite hard, obviously, to hit them. And Bar is just kind of taking the brunt of attacks, and at this point their minecarts have caught up to the goblins' minecarts, and now he's trying to swing at them. So it's at this point that they see these levers coming up that are beside all of the minecart tracks, and they see that the tracks are also crisscross forward. Basically, like, the track can be switched or whatever. So, deduction, there's these levers and these track switches. So clearly these levers are going to control track switches to either navigate the rightmost track into the middle, or the leftmost track into the middle, or the middle track to the right track of the left track. But the party doesn't actually really make much use of these tracks. They don't really think of, diverting the enemies closer. They kind of just think about dealing with the enemies they have around them currently, and that's basically it. So throughout all this, it's just kind of constant combat going back and forth. People are getting attacked. At one point, Vernan uses his new key powers to stop an arrow fired at him and then fire it back at the goblins in his special, like, missile negation thing. And then at one point, Calyx, actually the slave, is hit by, obviously these are very weak, slaves. They don't really have very good stats or whatever, but Calyx, who's traveling in a minecart, ends up getting hit by a stray arrow, and it pierces through his throat, and he kind of just collapses to the bottom of the minecart he's in like a pool of blood. It's not, I guess, technically confirmed that he's dead yet, since we ended the session at the end of this encounter before they could do anything else, but spoiler alert, he's definitely dead. Luckily, Gertrude is a halfling and is able to kind of crouch low and avoid a lot of the attacks going on. Additionally, at one point, also, Karax tries to jump to the other minecarts by, like, balancing on the edge of one and then jumping. But he fails his checks and falls, I think, at least 2 times, if not 3 times. He loses his balance and falls, like, right on his balls on the edge of the minecart. Which I made damage that goes through his resistances, because otherwise he would just shrug everything off so easily. I'm not sure. The footage starts up around here in the middle of this fight, where I finally realized that the recording thing is like screwed up and not captured. But there's also a point. It's probably coming up, but it'll be just a quick thing. Is Bar eventually grapples one of the goblins in front of him and manages to throw him onto the front of the middle tracks, which causes one of the carts carrying the pink skin creatures to like flip, and there's just like a big kind of crash or whatever. But eventually, the party is of course victorious, but you will see that in the upcoming footage. So that's been kind of a extended overview. The actual how long it took to actually get to this point was probably around 1.5 hours maybe to get to this whole like half of a fight scene or whatever I've described. But there's a lot more detail in that. Honestly, there was a lot of humorous stuff at the beginning with the auction. I really wish we could have captured it, but unfortunately sometimes things just mess up. So without further ado, we'll jump into the normal footage and see you guys next time. Sorry, you're shooting this guy right here?
Yeah.
Now you can roll normal.
Cool.
Dude, I'm so mad. My thing wasn't streaming this entire time. We had like the best start of this session. What the fuck am I gonna do now?
Oh.
Maybe it's better the slave market wasn't set up.
Fuck technology. Well, that sucks.
I'm sorry, friendo.
I'll just have to like narrate a recap or whatever. Anyway, do your shot. Oh, you did. 23 hits. Roll damage.
Okay. Do I also
What?
Oh shit! I just read something in my background. I have the ability Brave advantage on saving throws against being frightened. I know it's not a saving throw, but does that apply to anything with frickin' sanity trait?
No.
I don't think they'd be
I
really.
don't think being frightened is the same thing.
No.
as
Yeah.
going insane.
I was really hoping to cling to that little thread, tiny thread of chance. Because I've been getting fucked on that thing, man. I'm at 41 right now.
Oh, I was gonna say
God.
it can't be lower than mine. No, I'm at 45.
You guys have some time to recover soon. Well, I mean, if you
Anyways.
remember to do it. I'm not gonna remind you.
You don't want to recover it.
Anyway, you hit him. They all damage already.
Are they within 5 feet of me? And
Yes.
okay, well, if they're within 5 feet of me and my allies, then I get sneak attack damage.
I
Don't know
I-
if that's true.
don't know if that would apply here.
No,
Because
because
you
they
can
have to be 5
see-
feet within an ally of mine, and I get bonus damage.
Isn't there some sort of like basis of them being engaged with an enemy or something for that to work?
You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it, meaning one of my allies. And I have to make sure that I don't have disadvantage on the
They're-
attack roll.
They're like distracted or something.
Roll is a nine.
And that, does that
If the
apply?
target is within 5 feet of it, that enemy- Well, that makes literally no sense in this case, but sure. I guess we'll just say he was distracted attacking.
Distracted by me dropping onto the cart. Yeah.
Distracted, and slurping up blood.
Well, he totally
So-
tried to grapple Josh though after that.
That's my damage. 7, 4, 6, so 17.
Jesus, where does this 2d6 I know 1d6 is sneak attack.
What's
No,
the other
I'm
D6?
level 4, or my level gives me 2d6.
I mean, you're level
Oh. No,
3,
no.
sorry.
Yeah.
3. Okay, just making
I
sure.
think he means the sneak attack got stronger.
Alright, 17. Okay. Yeah, so you're using a crossbow for this, right?
Yes.
Alright, you fire off a crossbow bolt and it like catches him in the cheek or whatever and like just rips up a part of his face and maybe, you know, takes off like a chunk of ear or something.
Nice.
It's a devastating
Not
shot.
that far once he. Can't just destroy.
Yeah, okay, that's everybody's turn. So up ahead you can see more of those levers beside each of the tracks that once again do the same thing and swap cart tracks over. And stuff. You know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna move this. Oh Jesus! How did I manage to not select that one? All right, these guys are like here. These guys are like here. Well, they kept basic pace with you. Everything else is the same. Yeah, let's go again. All right. Guy who's being grappled by Bar is desperately trying to escape the grapple. Surprise.
Like, isn't Bar holding him as a shield in front of the other archers? That means if he escapes, won't he fall onto the track?
Well,
no,
he's still in his cart.
He's still in his car. He's just disengaged.
Okay, no, I see how it is now. No. Okay,
Anyway, do your strength for twos. Now,
20.
here's a question. I guess technically, do you still have rage even if you grapple?
No, but I got attacked, so
Okay.
Yeah, remember you got hit?
yeah, I got hit.
No,
Alright.
it's not again. It's if he takes damage, which I think he did.
I think I did, yeah.
You keep the grapple. Yeah.
Alright, he's going overboard.
I mean, when you get to your turn, the other guy still readies his crossbow and attempts to, like, shoot you between the gaps.
What? I
He
mean,
can do it.
okay, sure, he can try.
What else is he gonna do? He has to, like, arc a shot over your head then to hit somebody else. He's not just gonna sit there.
In this case, Bar is actively trying to use him as a shield. Wouldn't it mean that any miss would make him hit?
Yeah, that's what I'm probably gonna do. Don't
I
worry.
was wondering, like, if you
I'm not-
actively use someone as a
I'm
shield.
not gonna cheat you guys. What's your AC?
15.
Oh! Even on disadvantage, he hits you. He fires his
Oh,
crossbow bolt.
What?
And I'm not kidding.
Times of crisis.
He fires his crossbow bolt with his hawk eye. He like focuses in and he's just like he sees the matrix around him. And he's like, oh shit. And he just fires.
Is there light of betrayal in the other one's eyes?
No, I don't think so. They don't really care that much about each other, honestly. Yeah, he fires his crossbow and it manages to just catch you in like the arm where you're trying to restrain him, and you take 3 damage.
1 damage.
What
Fuck
damage?
you! Oh wait, I had 2 nat. There's some 2 nat 20s. I think I just realized. Anyway, other dudes who are still on the far left are taking pot shots still. Now we're down to 3. So there's no such thing as a D3. So I'm gonna roll a D4, and 1 will just be Bar in this case, because now they've realized he might be a threat. 3 and 2. All right. First one is shooting at, I guess.
It has to be me, right?
I just realized there isn't even a 4. So yeah, 3 is Karax. Also, I just realized I didn't apply any sort of penalty, did I, to Josh, even though Karax was right there. Whatever, too late now. I totally forgot about that in that moment. Anyway, firing at Karax. He hits you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he hits you. Hits you, dealing. Do you still have armor too? Because you guys both took the same shit.
Rage? Yeah, I still have rage.
You take 2 damage.
1? Or
2. No, you took 4. I'm having it for
Okay.
you.
Okay.
I'll say the whole
last time
number
you
though,
weren't
just so
having it
we
for
don't
me.
get confused. You take 4
Remember
damage.
last-
You have it yourself.
Yep.
Yeah. Make a dexterity check.
Fear dex? I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, 19. Or 18, whichever.
Lucky. I never know how hard to be on you guys. Like, if you really fuck up a check, do you want me, like, destroying, not killing your character, but destroying it?
I mean, I had 11 on the last one. If I had got like 5 or like 4, I'd be okay with you destroying it.
I guess. Yeah, that's why I didn't. Alright, then the guy shooting at Vernand also hits him. Dealing... fucking... 5 damage.
Okay, it's deflect missiles time.
Oh shit, I forgot
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Forgot about that.
Alright, what happens?
I roll a d10 plus dexterity and reduce it by however amount.
It reduces it below 0, you can throw it back.
Oh, so you mean damage-wise? You
11.
reduce the damage?
Yes.
Oh,
And if I get it below 0, I catch it and can throw it back at
that's fucking
And that is
strong.
definitely
When
more
are
than-
projectiles
That's so
ever
cool.
rolling like better than a D6?
It costs a key point though, and he only has like 3 of
Yeah,
them.
it
No,
costs
I
a
know.
key point to throw it back, but I can still catch it for free. Just
Oh
as a-
wait, it doesn't cost it even. It doesn't cost.
He
a
can just
catch.
negate all damage
Yeah.
from ranged
Oh,
That's
attacks.
like
wow, I
so
did not.
cool.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I know. You guys have a pretty bullshit party, and I keep thinking, oh man, if I put all these creatures in, it'll be too difficult, and then you just steamroll. One of these days, I'm gonna make it really difficult, and you're not gonna steamroll. Anyway, you catch the projectile. Do you have to throw it back right away, or is that a thing you
I
do
mean,
later?
we already lost one of them.
As part of the same reaction, I do it. Yeah.
So are you doing that, or no?
You're doing that now. Yeah.
I'm just reading it to see.
Okay.
I think it's just a range, or you just do a you
It's
just do
just
an unarmed
treat it as
attack.
another attack, I guess. So like the same as what he would do, but
Oh, I thought it was an unarmed attack.
I make the attack with proficiency regardless of weapon proficiency. Blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
and it counts as a monk weapon, so I'm proficient with it.
But
Yeah,
Kevin,
so
you
I
already
just-
killed one of our party.
Oh yeah. The most important member.
Calyx, no!
Just gonna get rid of his fucking body at this point.
Hey, no, you can't just do that.
He was pretty important.
Well, I
He
guess
was
I
the
just
only
roll
one
the
that knew
same to
anything
hit
about
that
the
I
kids.
would with anything else.
Okay.
Yeah, you just roll as if it was a ranged attack, I think. I'm assuming you roll dex, because it's ranged.
Pretty sure you just do like your dex plus proficiency.
Yeah, so it's as if it was a ranged attack.
21, so- Wait, or is it a
That's the
disadvantage
same
or
as
no?
the melee.
Yeah,
Oh.
no?
Oh, did you roll? You hit. I mean,
Is it disadvantage or no? It's on the far track.
no, I'm trying to think though. If he's using key, like, does that make sense?
I have no.
I guess yeah. I'll say it's no, whatever. Fuck it, you have it. Which one are you shooting at though? Are you shooting it back at the guy who shot you?
I suppose, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I get to choose or not. It doesn't.
Yeah, I guess it would just be the guy who shot at you.
Good luck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, damage.
What is?
Oh, it's the
What's
damage
your
of the
name?
initial projectile.
I guess it doesn't say, so I'm.
Okay, I guess I'll roll damage then. It's yeah, it's 1d6 plus 1. Pachoo! So, the creature, the goblin creature, fires his bolt at you and slowing down time and literally seeing the matrix. You like catch the bolt in your hand and then using the momentum of the bolt coming at you, you like turn your hand around with it in your hand in midair and like flick it out of your hand. And it like whizzes back over and like impacts right into the goblin creature's face. It doesn't kill him, but you know, he's stunned and probably doesn't know what the fuck just happened. Because I don't think anybody would. Anyway, yeah, and then we're on to our pink friends, who don't have very many choices. Well, the bottommost one, I guess, we're gonna start off with attempts to grapple Karax, who you are going to.
You can either use the damage of the missile or the damage of your monk dice, which is shown on the martial arts column of the monk table.
Okay,
Oh.
if it's higher, you can do that instead.
He's level 3. It's a 1d4, so I don't think he wants.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it
so-
would be worse.
Oh, so it's the same as my unarmed strike, I guess.
Okay,
Yes.
anyway, Karax, grapple check, disadvantage.
Wait, me? I'm being grappled?
Yeah, you're the one hanging on the side of a minecart right now.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like grappling one of them. I was like, wait, what am I
No,
grappling?
you are being grappled by one of them.
Oh, now I thought you meant from. It's at.
By the way, I think I already mentioned it, but the levers are coming up again. I think I totally mentioned it. I'm just, yeah.
Are they gonna activate the same way?
Yes, all of them work the exact same way.
Me too.
Disadvantage, so you get 8, actually.
But I'm rage.
Oh, it's fucking such bullshit. Fucking ruin
Rage.
everything. You're fucking hanging off the side of a minecart, but your rage magically makes it so you're
So
not at a
angry.
disadvantage. Logic.
Have you never seen anime? It's how people get
Fuck your
power.
anime. Alright. Well,
I'm about to spirit bomb someone's ass.
I can't even see what. I gotta fucking move you guys apart. I can't fucking tell. Sorry, Rook. You're still on there, don't worry. What would the other guy do? Whatever. The other guy tries to grapple Vernant again. Grapples all day. Motherfucker.
Suck my dick.
Both of them have their tentacles just batted away, and they're like, oh, and they're all sad and dejected.
Good.
Alright, and then we're back in the rotation with Vernant up first.
Okay. Am I still next to Pink Man?
Yeah, well, I mean, you're in the same orientation as on the screen. He's starting to drift
Yeah.
away, but you can still reach him.
Okay. I'm gonna poke him in his face again.
With a staff?
Yeah, with my stuff.
I'm just gonna poke him.
Justice. 16.
You hit him.
Okay. Those hit.
Jesus.
You hit him for 10. Alright, you thrust your staff in like a thrusting motion, stabbing motion, same thing basically. And you collide it like right into his chest and knock the wind from his sails, so to speak. You can
Alright.
see he's pretty out of it. He's teetering.
Ready for hit number 2 then? If I can. I already rolled.
Yeah, is that
But
to hit?
I didn't hit him anyway, so
No,
it doesn't
you didn't
matter.
hit him. Your fist once again strikes air and tastes the damp moisture. Your fist
Alright.
can taste now. Deal with it. Bar, you're up. Oh boy.
Here we go. Bye.
I mean, do you have to... Does he even have to, like, strength check to throw somebody he's grappled?
If I'm holding his arm, no, I can move him for free. I think.
I guess,
And
but
so
can you move... I guess technically...
I
if
choose
you
to
grappled-
move him out of the cart.
I guess technically if you grappled somebody, like, on the... That's weird. But I guess it makes sense.
Instead of dropping, you can just slowly lower him to the grind.
Yeah. No, I'm throwing him onto the tracks beside us, so it fucks up the minecarts of the pink jelly beasts.
Oh
When you move-
no.
It says when you move, you can drag or carry the creature.
Okay, I move
Just
half a
give
foot.
me a strength check to throw him out.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like you have to
I
roll a
guess so.
disadvantage or
Wait.
anything.
Do I get disadvantage on it? Oh shit.
Oh, are you out of rage?
No, but if I don't get disadvantage, I will get advantage.
I guess you get it.
I mean, he's got to be struggling, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't...
Well, I rolled a
I don't know.
19 on
I
the
I don't
first
think
one.
it's gonna fucking matter, honestly.
Don't know how this would work.
Unless I get a nat 20, I don't think there's a chance in hell this guy survives.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
it
the
doesn't even
19
matter.
No, he's dead. Alright, you pick him up out of the cart and heave him and throw him
he
out onto the
He doesn't
tracks.
necessarily die, right? He just takes damage. I mean,
He's getting hit by the other carts, so...
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but the carts aren't that big overall. You're more likely to fuck up the pink guys, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. You throw him out of the cart, and he lands on the track and looks up and sees the carts coming towards him, and that'll happen at the end of the round.
Yes.
Jesus.
Alright. There's now an empty cart in front of you.
Here we go. 3 for 1, baby.
Alright, next up is, Carax.
I mean, I'm committed. Do I have to get up first?
Yeah, you still gotta get up and stay up, bro.
Dramatic again?
Yeah. Also, they're totally, like, prepared for you to jump at them in a way.
Yeah, I know. 13. Damn.
Wait, are you jumping at the pink guys?
Pretty
I'm getting up.
Their shit's about to get
Oh,
fucked
wait,
though.
yeah, you're totally right.
No, I'm not in the right state of mind.
Yeah, he's roleplay. I think last time you rolled less than... What was your roll?
I rolled
last
11 last time.
time? Yeah, no, you fall down on your balls again.
No, your balls.
You take another d4 of damage without
Ball
resistance.
damage.
You take 2 damage.
You don't get resistance to it because it's a special damage type. Ball damage.
Yeah.
Psychic damage.
I mean, I'm conflicted on this because he gets to stay in rage when I destroy his balls. Also, you
angry.
vomit a bit on Rourke. You vomit a bit on Rourke because you've crushed your balls like twice now. Rourke, you take 1 acid damage, Rourke.
Wait, what?
He
I'm not
vomited
taking
on
that
you.
damage. That's
That's
bullshit.
bullshit.
Well, it's fine. It's fucking
I have very aggressive. I eat a lot of garlic.
whatever. Okay, well you fucked it.
Well, I mean, I guess it's better this way to a degree.
Rourke, you're up.
Gordon's gonna be really disappointed if your balls are destroyed.
I'll do the same thing
Gotta get out
Okay.
from trouble.
as I did before.
Okay.
My neutral.
Yeah. Actually, no. Karx is on the side. You're disadvantaged. That's what I was supposed to do last time. Karx is like literally in your way. You're shooting around him.
Okay. One. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna roll again.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, if it's disadvantage, that's you. Yeah, you miss. All right. Yeah. End of round. All right. Oh jeez, I don't even fucking know how to calculate this. The pig-skinned creatures, seeing that there is the fucking dude in their path, quickly try to pull the brakes. The first one isn't fast enough, and his cart like collides into the goblin creature, and he gets like ejected out of the cart and like crashes to the ground and like rolls along the
For
ground.
not wearing a seatbelt.
The second one like pulls his brake in time, and he like bumps into the body of the goblin creature, but it's not as bad. I'm gonna say the guy in the front one, because he's already so weak, he gets launched out of it and like smashes his skull into the ground, and he's just like dead. So
Like a seatbelt.
pink creature in the front of the cart is dead.
The goblin dead also.
The thing you threw on the ground, oh Jesus, I don't know, impact damage. He didn't actually take any damage before this. He's not dead.
Yeah. Well, we were. How fast were we traveling?
Theoretically, I would say maybe 20, 25.
You know,
It's not a
hurt.
hard impact. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think what's a good damage roll for that. We can.
and then he
about
got
a
hit by a
how about
metal.
How about a warhammer?
Yeah, he got hit by a metal minecart.
How about a warhammer damage?
What is that? D12?
1d8
1d8? That's fair.
plus whatever that.
Minecart
But, I mean,
damage?
it is,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Ugh.
I mean, plus 2, I guess. Sure, you get 2 assured damage.
What? 2 damage from the minecart?
No,
plus 2.
you're getting. It's overall.
Yeah,
what
like
else would hit
1d8
him?
plus 2.
Alright.
I mean, throwing him to the ground isn't going to do that much.
No. It's not.
He takes 7. Well, yeah, he takes 7 minus resistance shit stuff damage. Make it resistances too, motherfucker.
I mean, I guess we're not gonna have to fight them at all anymore. So.
Yeah, he's gone basically. Like he's lying on the ground, and there's a dead dude in front of him who's been ejected from his minecart, and another dude who just braked. Okay,
In moments, we're gonna be away from all 3 of them. So
that happens. These guys are. You might as well just move. These guys are out of here. These carts are no longer in existence. Yeah, as far as you're concerned.
I did it.
That's how that
I was
is.
gonna leapfrog from middle to left.
And
Yeah, I
these
don't know. I'm gonna
guys,
kill those guys
these guys are like, they're gonna like move up a bit even more. All right, and that's our positioning. Yeah, let's just do another round. All right. Okay, so there's the one guy who's in the minecart, and he's seen you throw his friend out, and he has nowhere else to really escape to. So he actually, like, the first thing he does is he, like, I mean, it's not gonna really make much of a difference, but he tries to, like, push off against the minecart in front of him to gain him, like, a minor bit of extra distance. And then he readies up his bow again, or his crossbow. And, man, these things suck, because they can only attack once with their crossbow.
I thought you said they could. I thought they could act twice.
They can make 2 attacks, one with its spear or morning star, and one with its
Oh, I
crossbow,
see.
or once each with its spear and morning star. So it can't do 2
But
crossbows.
he's not close.
It
He's
can't-
not close enough.
Can't throw the spear, as far as I know.
But he's not close enough to attack with the melee.
Yeah, so he's just gonna fire his crossbow once again at Bar, who seems to be this
You could have him
unstoppable,
throw
like,
a
demon of unkillableness. And
You could have him throw a weapon. I mean, it's not unfeasible.
Just throws.
Alright, he
his
hits
spear.
you once again. And he does a whopping, an astounding. Oh shit, he does 7 damage. So, 3.
3. All right.
Are you even fucking at half health yet?
No.
Jesus Christ. Did you take away 3 yet? You're at 26?
I'm at 23.
Okay.
I guess I am at half now.
I don't know. Not really. You're at 36 max though. 18 is half.
Yeah, I'm at half now, but I'm not below half yet.
I don't know. This clearly throwing the.
Oh
Smaller,
no, wait, I have 36. Yeah, no, I'm
yeah,
not.
smaller mobs do not work against you guys because they don't do enough damage in one hit.
Minecart's doing one.
Anyway, yeah, that guy does that, and the other two are picking from the 3 slots they have. So
I mean, you have one guy like hanging off the side. Wouldn't they aim at him?
debatably, but they also know that Vernand has taken a couple of hits and they're terrified of Bar.
Okay, yeah.
So I feel like they wouldn't necessarily prioritize one or the other. None of you are particularly close to them, and Vernand is the only one who's actually proven he can fire back. So, like, logically, they probably would just not care that much.
Avoid Vernand.
Because they can attack whoever the fuck they want. Wow, they're both attacking Vernand.
Well, I mean, like you said, would they go for him
Bring it
after
on,
having it
motherfucker.
thrown back at him?
I don't know, they know he's weak. I mean, if it happens one time where magically a bolt gets
Okay,
fired back
yeah.
to you, what do you think? Do you think this guy magically has the ability to throw bolts? Or do you think, like, what the fuck
I don't know. Whatever.
just happened? I know, I'm trying to, like, it's a hard
I'm
line
just
of
thinking,
being
yeah,
an
it's a hard
AI
line
for
of
something.
logic. Yeah.
Because I don't know how fast, anyway, the first guy misses, it doesn't matter. Second guy fires. He misses as well. Holy shit. They both miss. They're just sitting there in their carts like, fuck, what do we do?
Probably for the better.
Alright, and that's the entire enemy turn because the other guys are gone. So, Vernand. You're up.
Can't do anything, I don't think.
Not really, unless you move carts.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna sit tight.
Alright.
I don't wanna take dumb risks.
Okay. Bar.
I mean, I don't really have any ranged weapons either, so...
Don't you have javelins?
Yeah, but they're bad. I'm not gonna be able to kill them with javelins, because I lose them once I use them. Is there any, like, rocks or anything in my minecart?
Minor pebbles, like for Vernand.
Doesn't matter. Let's see what items I have. Yeah, I don't really have anything, so I guess I'll have to move up into the minecart in front of me to kill that last guy.
Okay, acrobatics.
Okay.
Gotta have more than one nut crushing.
Let's see. Acrobatics. What is it? Dex?
Yep.
I have +2.
Okay.
13.
You're lucky.
Disadvantage?
What?
He's technically not disadvantaged because he doesn't have to like work around. You had to stand on the edges of the minecart.
Okay.
He's
yeah.
just climbing
Oh.
into an empty one, so I say that works.
Alright. So, is that my move action or a major action?
I'd probably say it takes quite a bit of effort.
Yeah, that was major. Because you have
Okay.
to like scramble over and shit. Yeah,
Alright, well then I'm just there.
you're there. All right, let's move you up. All right, and then Karax.
Seeing as I can't make my leap of faith anymore. I
How
mean,
long
I'm
is
assuming
this?
I can't
How
jump
long is this
to
tunnel?
Other...
I mean, to be fair, think about all this happening in like rapid time.
I think each
I
turn
guess,
is
yeah.
like 5
I can't
seconds.
jump to the
Yeah,
far
that's
left
true.
side, right?
No, there's no way in hell you can jump that.
God damn it.
It's like 10 feet.
You could climb into the
Right.
cart in front of you with
Yeah,
Calix's
I'm
dead
kinda-
body.
Alleged dead body. I'm gonna climb into it.
I'll let you
We'll
dead body.
see.
It still
Acrobatics
hasn't
again.
been confirmed or denied.
Yeah. Acrobatics again, or
Yeah.
this time?
Just
it's
same
regular?
thing that Bar did. Just normal.
16.
You're good.
I could have got that earlier again.
Also, one of you is definitely not raging. I think.
Well, I mean, if I don't take damage before my next turn, I'll stop raging.
I guess. Let's go.
think I
Actually,
took
wait.
damage.
Oh, I can't do an attack right now. Yeah. So yeah, if both me and Bard don't take damage, we'll stop our rage.
So, at what point do the enemies learn how your rage mechanic works? Like, because
I don't
honestly,
feel like that happens.
I don't.
no, I know, I do
don't
too,
know.
but it's just like, how?
I mean, do they have a? use the general
Well,
concept
because
of
like
a berserker.
rage is a concept that I'm sure is like known in the world, right? I'm not saying
Yeah,
these
but they're not
enemies
gonna
will be
berserking, right?
and they're not gonna stop attacking us to give us a chance to cool down.
No,
Like,
I'm not,
it's like-
these
it's like
enemies
a
wouldn't, but
polar-
I'm saying would a
like-
more like we can talk about this more
Yes,
later. But would
I'd
a
say
more
a more
intelligent
experienced-
enemy not like think that?
They would
Maybe.
probably, instead of trying to like, they'd probably know that hitting us is like, if they understand that hitting us is worthless, they'd try to like bat us away, like like a what's that thing called? It like bullfighting.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Just called
or
bullfighting.
Anyway,
I could
work her
see.
up.
Yeah, I could see.
Or like a
trying
source,
to grapple
like-
us instead.
Like a sorcerer, yeah, a sorcerer would like put us to sleep or something.
So you're saying is I have to use magic like right the fuck now?
And a magical sorcerer comes out of nowhere.
All right. You can shoot at them.
And we are past the levers again.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I might as well check
let's shoot
like,
that.
can I just free action check if Calyx is dead?
Yeah, you look down and his eyes are unblinking. There's a large pool of blood underneath him.
Shout out, he's dead.
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
We hardly knew ye.
The first party member to die.
Yeah,
Introduced and died in the exact same day. Anyway,
Am I rolling advantage, disadvantage?
from that distance, disadvantage.
Whoa, he came out of nowhere.
I'm just moving him closer, because technically you still have his body if you want to.
11.
Now, if Vorin was here, you don't even want to know what he'd probably do with Calyx's body, do you?
Probably have sex with it.
Can't imagine he'd have that much good on him.
I don't know. Anyway,
I'll take his heart.
11?
So
No,
fucked
misses. Let's lightning fire, or lightning round these last ones. Anyway, levers are coming up again that you can see. Yeah. Levers are coming up. Okay. Combat. Stuff. Dude is right in front of bar. Dude is scared. Dude strikes at you with Morningstar and Spear. Because you're scary. I'm just gonna roll both of them in rapid succession. Maybe he'll do like a sick combo attack.
Doubt it.
You were right, he only hit with one.
Hey,
He does a singular combo attack.
Ah, yes.
A one-hit
damage.
combo. He does 6 damage to you.
I wouldn't make a
with
difference.
his spear.
3 anyways.
I have
Thrust out
lost
his-
a lot of health.
What? You do?
I've taken 16 damage so far.
Yeah, you've taken a fucking lot of damage.
Would have been like 32.
He
Otherwise.
thrusts his spear
Yeah.
out at you, and it stabs you in the knee, but you don't seem to give a shit because you never do.
Actually, I'd be unconscious by now if I didn't have resistance.
Yeah, I know. Clearly I need magic. Anyway, I mean, part of the problem is that when magic is introduced, that's what I'm saying, is why I'm worried the difficulty is going to change so rapidly, because I've started to scale around how you guys are tanky
Yeah.
as fuck.
I mean, magic is supposed to be strong either way.
Anyway, the other two
Also-
guys are shooting at people. I don't know. They don't really. They don't really see. They don't really see any one target better than the other because last time they missed all their shots.
Is one still bar?
Yeah. One of them shoots at Bar. One of them shoots at Vernand. All right, Bar, you're up first. I mean, actually, technically, Vernand is. Sure, Vernand, you're up first. Where's my modifier? I don't want that.
Potentially makes a difference.
It fires, okay. He hit you, for sure. So are you using your key thing? I guess you don't even have to, just to negate it. The other
you
one
have to
also
roll
hits
for
you, Bar. So, well, Dustin rolls to negate.
You have to roll for damage, and I roll to negate.
Oh,
it, I guess.
okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Let's roll for damage then. Okay, we roll for damage on Vernand, and the damage is 3.
Oh no.
Can
Wait,
you
you-
negate
those-
that?
those-
I bet you can.
He guaranteed can because he's like plus
Yeah.
4.
The one fired
That's
at Bar
plus
deals
7
4
actually.
damage.
I didn't do it right before.
2
Bar,
damage.
you have like
Alright,
at least a
Jesus.
couple of crossbow bolts jutting out of you, I think.
I look like a porcupine.
Alright,
You can negate 7.
Vernon, are you firing it back or no?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna like throw throw it back at his face.
Okay, so
I'm aiming for the jugular on this one. Get some revenge.
roll to hit.
Never
Oh.
mind.
Roll to hit again, because you might critical fail on a key rebound.
How do you critical fill this? Oh, whatever.
I don't know, but I was gonna figure it
Yeah.
out if it happened.
I'm trying to figure it out. But, like, you're throwing a crossbow bolt.
Because you
back.
like catch it, but you catch it
Yeah.
and try to wing it back, but you like the momentum is so wild it like flies off to the side and hits one of your teammates. I
Like
don't know.
directly 90 degrees to the side.
Yes, somehow. Anyway, okay, yeah, you just miss. Vernon, it's your turn.
I mean, that'd be pretty impressive either
It's
way.
not gonna do anything.
Throwing it with enough force sideways that it hurts someone.
The levers are coming up.
I forget what the levers do.
They change the tracks, so they divert right side track into middle, left side track into middle, and middle into right or left, but there's no carts on middle, so it won't do anything.
I guess we'll wait those if I can.
Okay, you prepare to hit the lever. Wow, if anybody's seen that
The
Konami
lever,
Pachinko, I gotta play that. Is that a thing? Can I play that? Anyway, you prepare to hit the lever or whatever. Bar, you're up.
Okay, I'm just
Cards? Oh, no,
Yeah.
yeah, my bad. I keep forgetting. Okay.
gonna just hit this guy, I guess.
Uh-oh.
Gotta be
Uh-oh.
cowering in fear at this
Uh-oh.
point.
Oh god. This is an entire episode.
What
This
is
is not what I
this?
wanted. I need to play a specific URL, I think. Anyway, do your shit. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna hit him with my axe. Do I get disadvantage or what?
Nah. Nah, just go for it.
Okay. I get a +2 because I'm raging.
Alright, you raging Cajun.
So 13.
Okay, you hit him for 13 damage.
No, 13 to
Yeah, you
hit.
don't get a plus
Oh.
2 to hit. Dude.
You
Yeah, you
It's
get.
a plus
Oh no,
two
is
to
it +2 to
damage.
damage?
It's to damage. You get it's a plus 2 to damage.
so
Okay,
it's,
well then only 11.
you miss. Magically. He ducks under you.
Oh, wait,
Under
I
your
thought you
swing.
said you were a reckless attack owner.
Yeah, I'm not going. Oh no, it's
It's
okay.
too late now. You miss. Next up, Carex.
I didn't get hit, so my rage wore off.
Oh my god.
Spear with rope attached to it. Chuck it.
Okay.
One.
Which one are you aiming at? The closer one, I'm assuming?
Bottom. Yep.
Alright, go for it. Disadvantage. $16. Wow. You, sure, yeah, you hit him. Roll for damage.
Does it impale him?
Depending on the damage, maybe? I don't know if you're gonna be able to do what you think you're gonna be
It's
able
a
to do.
max damage.
Jesus Christ. Oh, sure, why not? The spear embeds itself in the goblin-like creature's spongy flesh.
Can I pull back on the rope?
Not on the same turn, you can't.
Okay, that's what I thought. It's fine.
But soon. I mean, this thing's almost dead anyway.
Yeah.
But I know
But
you
I
want to
gotta
kill it
get
in
some-
an imaginative murder way. Alright,
I gotta
Rourke,
get some water.
let's go.
Let's do it again.
Which one are you shooting at?
I don't know, the one that I tried to hit before.
I don't fucking know what that was.
I don't know which one you shot at.
This
That
one's
was
the
that
one.
one.
That one's the one that has Carx's like
Javelin.
javelin embedded in him right now.
Were you gonna say
The javelin.
javelin?
I don't know, man. You just shoot the other one, Rourke. I'm telling you, it makes more sense.
Okay.
I'm just gonna fast track this really hard. Roll.
Hiya!
You miss.
It's
Okay, well, I'm done.
All right. As you drive by,
Yeah, pretty much.
as you drive by. Oh god. Where is it? As you drive by, Vernon, you like reach out your hand, and in the correct moment, you reach out and hold on to it, and you hit the lever.
Oh my.
Sorry, let me have my fun. Anyway, you hit the lever and you redirect all of your carts, like everything, All of this. Oh, I'm on the wrong fucking thing. Fuck all. You're here. You're getting rid of these cards because all of this is just not mattering at this point. Dude, fuck this F. This F sucks.
What was that even for?
It was just for me to know front.
Oh.
Oh, almost.
I didn't even know that was an F.
Yeah.
I thought it was like some weird minecart.
Fuck you. Alright. You're all here. You can all... they're closer than you think. You can reach them. You're 5 feet away. They're gonna attack you first. There's still one guy up here. I guess I shouldn't have gotten rid of that green square just yet. This guy's the javelin guy is gonna die for sure with Karax does. So I'm just gonna not even leave his square there because I'm just gonna assume he's dead when it becomes your turn. Anyway,
I
so
can still fail it, I guess.
this is basically, you guys are gonna win this, obviously. This is just how much damage they do to you before they fucking die horribly.
Yeah.
Dude with Spear and Morningstar attacks Bar, and he's like, oh my god, this guy is an unkillable behemoth. Please, Almighty above, save me from the destruction he wreaks upon me.
There should be an Almighty below.
He hits you with both weapons because he's a baller G.
Yeah, except he's gonna die.
He summons the power of the ancient Cthulian beast within him and deals, fuck, because these are separate, he deals less damage overall than if I could combine the damage numbers. He deals 5 and 7 damage, respectively, so
2
instead of
and
dealing
3.
6 like he would have done, he deals fucking 5.
Wait, so I completely negate. Wow.
Well, because if I could add
Not
those
bad.
2 different attacks together, right,
Yeah.
it would be 12 divided by 2, but since they're separate attacks,
Yeah.
you divide each one by 2 separately.
Yeah, it's only 1 point of difference.
In this case, yes. I mean, in most cases it'll
Well,
be.
no, in most cases it'll be.
Whatever.
Unless you have like
Anyway,
four
you
separate
take
attacks. or something.
fucking 5 damage, bitch.
Did it. That's a lot. That's the most you've done to me so far.
Yeah, it is a lot, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, I mean, I'm down to 18 now, so if we have
I know,
another
I
fight
know.
like this.
Anyway,
Another minecart fight.
this guy's like, wait, if I use-
Or any other protracted battle.
Alright, and then fucking guy with a javelin in him somehow is still wielding a crossbow.
What?
I mean, it's only impaled in him.
He's impaled in him, but he can still shoot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
okay,
said.
sure.
It's only
Alright.
impaled in him. It doesn't really.
The guy who's impaled is obviously shooting a car axe because he doesn't want to fucking get murdered from impalement. And the other guy is
I
gonna
mean,
shoot.
I actually
Too late.
am not raged anymore, so.
Wow, there you go. I don't know what difference that's gonna make in this case.
Oh, if he doesn't. If he hits me,
Anyway,
he might take-
guy shooting a car axe. And this one is guy shooting at Rourke. Car axe gets hit, Rourke gets critted.
Oh
Jeez.
fuck.
Just gonna add that to the 20 counter. Alright, car axe, you take an astonishing. So you don't have damage anymore then, do you?
No more resistance.
Oh shit. The Dahlgrim senses your weakness. I mean, what? That's not its name? Goblin creature.
You're
I'm getting
so
too
bad
tired
at
for the. Josh, we've been going
Not
for a
Dahlgrim.
while.
But not though.
I'm trying to finish this up so we can all go. Anyway, it deals 6 damage to your car axe. Get fucked. The other one attacking Rourke with his meaty crossbow. I don't know where I'm going anymore with this. Anyway, oh my god, are you kidding me with these shit rolls? He fucking deals 4 damage to you, Rourke. He deals less than the other one did to Karax. Preparing his crossbow and whirling it around in a flourish. He like lines it up and does like, if anybody's played Fire Emblem, how the sniper like twirls the arrow
Yeah.
around and then fires off the shot, and it's really cool. Except he does that, but there's like no style behind it whatsoever, and the bolt just kind of thuds into you without any emotion. And you're kind of like, ow, that hurt, but I felt like it should have been a lot more damaging based on the flourish. Anyway, it is now Vernan's turn. Vernan, you can directly reach one of the...
Okay.
Okay, good, yeah, hit him. You hit him, you crack his skull. You hit him
That
real...
was
Holy
just
fuck! You hit him real hard, he's dazed. He's reeling.
Again.
You don't hit
Oh.
him. It's
I'm
okay.
really good at hitting hard once.
Yeah, I mean, you did it once. Alright,
I mean, at least it's your staff doing the damage.
Bar,
that's
you're
it.
up. I don't know
Okay.
if you're in rage or not anymore.
Well, how long has it been? It might have run out just based on time.
Yeah, based
You
on
know, that's a
time.
good point. Sure, let's say your rage has run out. You took all that damage with resistance, and now your rage is gone.
I'm tired.
I am too. just kill him.
Yeah, okay.
Just, I mean, I want these guys to rack up damage on you by doing actual
16.
damage. You hit him. You hit him for 10. He's
12. Oh, no, I'm not raging, so yeah, 10.
hit him for 10. He's weak too. They're all on the edge of glory. Something lyrics. Karax, you're up. I think we all know what you're gonna do.
I tug.
Yoink.
Does this work?
You want to do a strength check?
No, I don't really. You're gonna.
I'm probably gonna.
You tug on the rope that's embedded, hit him, and he kind of like is like, what the hell? And then he like trips and he falls out of the minecart and he like falls to the ground in front of you and like just tumbles to the ground a bit and
I hold onto the rope tight.
oh, I don't know why I decided to play this song. I thought Edge of Glory, but it's not. It's really just it doesn't start up fast enough. No, this isn't good. Anyway, yeah,
Karax is gonna take it home tonight.
fuck it,
I mean,
we're keeping this song on.
I guess him tumbling out would actually pull the javelin out.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm
Yes,
saying. If you hold on, the
probably.
javelin pulls out of him and he kind of just
He's
starts like
unharmed.
twitching and bleeding out on the ground.
I
Yeah,
mean, I guess tugging it out itself would do damage, but I'm pretty sure he's
not
dead.
really. I mean, if it was barbed, I guess it would.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like, are these? I'm pretty sure these javelins
I
are.
don't
barbed,
fucking
right?
know, man. I don't think they are, but I'd have to
I mean-
Google like D&D javelin barbed or something. I don't
If
think
you're
I'm gonna
using a
get.
ranged weapon, most ranged weapons will be or like a arrow will be barbed, right?
I don't.
To make it harder to pull
Not
out.
really though.
Probably not, no.
I'm gonna executive decision. No, it doesn't matter. He's dead. Rourke.
Okay.
Murder.
I'll make sure you get barbed javelins in.
Murder! Murder! Murder!
Take
You hit
those
him.
and
He's basically dead unless you fuck this up somehow.
Well,
Yeah.
that's my actual roll.
You fire a crossbow bolt and it whizzes
I know,
across,
it's not-
and
it's
it
not
does one of those
disadvantage
cool
anymore.
shots where the
Oh, it
camera.
wasn't disadvantage
Shut the
anymore?
fuck up for a second.
Well, I didn't actually roll damage yet.
I don't care. You hit him.
I know, but I didn't roll damage.
I don't care. He's dead. He gives one of those
But
cool
I
shots.
didn't roll all my
I'm
damage
gonna
rolls
fucking
yet. Hold on.
actually stab
Okay.
you.
Here we go. There, I'm done.
Okay, it does one of those cool shots where the camera's over your shoulder when you fire the crossbow bolt, and then the camera like fires. The camera like follows the bolt, and eventually the camera like becomes the bolt, and it goes like right through his body. And so like that's the camera vision you see. I mean, none of you actually see that because there's no actual camera, but you imagine if it was in. Fuck it, he's dead. Okay. There's one more guy. He's got one more chance to fight Bar. He sees that Bar is not raging anymore, I guess, and he's like, "It's my chance. I'm on the edge of glory because we're doing that."
Timing, so good.
So good. I know. I timed it just perfect. And he attacks you, and he hits you with one of them. He stabs you. He smashes his morning star into your shoulder, and he's like, I mean, you can't understand what he's saying, but you probably think it's something to the tune of, "How the fuck are you still alive? Why won't you die?" I hit you for 5 damage. Fuck you. Take it.
That was anticlimactic.
Alright, turn's over. Bar, just kill him. Vernon, you can do. You know, Vernon, you can do something if you want. If you want to, like, jump over Bar.
Yeah.
Wow, you just want to prolong his suffering.
Vernon, do a fucking kickflip over Bar's head and kill him.
Do it.
Okay. Do I have to roll for that?
No.
Okay.
You jump
Wait,
forwards into a
Did you
propelled.
say kickflip?
Yeah, so he no, here's what it is. Here's what it is. I'm gonna explain it. He jumps into the air, he puts
no,
his
no.
staff onto the lip of the minecart, and uses it to flip himself all the way over, and lands feet first on top of the Dahlgrim, and then slams his staff right into its mouth and through its head.
Does he do a kickflip with the staff though?
Yeah, and while he's in the air, he does like a kickflip, and then he does like a
Whatever is dead.
He does like
I
an
killed him.
ollie, he does like a wishy-washy. I don't fucking.
What?
Skateboarding trick names are always fucking stupid.
Bernard just invented skateboarding. in
All right.
D&D.
Oh god. Oh well, that just went to shit. No, we're not listening to this fucking song again.
We're done.
Yeah, you killed them all in the minecarts. Oh god, that's loud. The minecarts reach the bottom of this maybe long, maybe not long tunnel. I don't know how long the battle took. And you can see that they're getting to the bottom and that there's other minecarts already there and stuff. And then the tracks kind of plateau a bit and you all pull on the brakes and you stop. You're all dripping with blood and sweat and mucus and there might be some semen, I don't know. There's definitely some shit.
Damn it, Kara.
Calyx died and he shit himself.
Oh, we can just leave him in the car.
He's just constantly farting, Tim.
I wish he was constantly farting.
Oh.
I cut off one of Calyx's ears.
Why?
You can do that next time.
Honor him.
We're
Next
saving
time on-
that. Next time on the Forgot Ones Below. Whoa! Oh boy,
Man, I was gonna jump across.
what a roller coaster ride that was.
Oh,
Ha
stop.
ha. I'm so
Acted
mad
like-
that I didn't record the first half.
It was comedy gold.
It fucking, there's no way I could even remotely attempt to reproduce it.
You ruined
But
it.
hey, at least that means there's like actually no recorded instance of me doing a female voice yet.
Yeah, but we still have her.
Yeah, she's still alive. For now. Dun dun dun.
Nope.
Anyway.
I will do everything in my power to keep her alive.
Alright.
You
Good
ruined my
session, I
plans,
think. I don't know. I feel like that was good.
Were you gonna jump over?
Yeah, I could reckless attack and jump over.
It was-
Yeah, but I
Totally.
killed 3 dudes in one attack.
Carx, I'm giving you an inspiration because of all the shit you tried to do.
God damn, I wanted to just fucking jump across.
I know, but you have an inspiration token now. If it makes you feel any better. So mark that down wherever. Anyway, I think that was a good session. I don't know. Started off, I mean, there was like no progress for the first like hour, but it was still good.
I mean, I just want to say, if we didn't buy Calyx, we would have had literally no, even though he didn't really help much. First one we bought didn't have any from.
Yeah, they really didn't do anything for us.
Yeah.
No, I know they.
I mean, it was a meat shield. We didn't really need one, but we had meat
I mean, you
shield.
introduced NPCs I didn't think would exist. So now I gotta figure out what the fuck to do with them.
You better build out a class for
Oh yeah.
what's her face.
Oh, Gert, you don't even know her name.
It's on my character sheet.
It's fucking horrible.
I mean, he still owns her. Rename her.
No, it says companion, not slave.
Anyway, we can talk about it next time because I'm sure we all want to go. But I gotta keep in mind that whole "do enemies learn about your rage or not" thing.